Good morning, Night City. How's it going, everybody? What's up, chooms? Nan, good morning. Thank you so much for the hearts and the awoos. Oh, I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Hope everybody slept good last night. I slept very little, but actually feel very rested, so I'm glad about that. And today is a special day. Not only because it's Friday, fucking Friday, I forget the phrase, but yay Friday. So yeah, the weekend is coming up tomorrow, which is great, but also it is Food Angel's birthday today. So, if we get the opportunity, we're gonna hopefully try and embarrass her a little later. We'll see what happens. But hello everyone, how's it going? My name's Ashlyn Black. Welcome to the dark future. The year is 2077, the year of our Cyber Lord, and it is a good year to be alive. I hope everyone's doing well. We're just enjoying another lovely sunrise from someplace I don't think I should be here, and I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna get down. But that's fine. That'll be the first adventure we tackle today, and hopefully it won't tackle us too hard. So I got an enhancement done to my Karoshis yesterday that completely reworks how they perceive light in Night City. I don't know how else to word that. It is a complete overhaul of the light rendering engine in Night City, and not gonna lie, I kind of dig it, especially at night. The neon just looks so much brighter. There's so much more pop. I don't know. Water looks wetter, I guess. I don't know exactly how to term that, but yeah. You'll see what I mean, probably. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh man. I love this place. It is so beautiful. Even the dingiest, dirtiest, most needle-ridden parts of the city are still absolutely gorgeous. So I don't know exactly what we're gonna get up to today. Might just explore some more, walk around. There's a part of Kabuki that I want to show you guys, but I kind of want to wait on that. I just discovered it, and I don't want to... I don't know. I don't want to be too hasty with it. It is super nice and super cool, and I definitely want to show it to you guys. But also, I want to take my time with this, you know? I'm having so much fun just exploring, checking out the sights and sounds, trying to not get killed by gangers and kidnapped by scrappers. You know how it is. You know what it's like living in Night City. 6 shots? 6? I didn't know you owned an establishment in Night City. Why didn't you tell me about it? Can I come in? 24-hour hold surveillance. Just fucking try it. Only accept $0. Are there places that accept anything other than Eddie's right now? I mean, I'm sure places accept blowjobs, but I wouldn't imagine that that would be a over-the-counter transaction, if you know what I'm saying. But like outside of favors, who's taking something other than Eddie's right now? It's just so beautiful. I love it. I cannot get enough of it. Okay, we're gonna try and not get run over by traffic here. But you know what? Let's head this direction. Oh no! Oh no! I heard the cry song. I heard the song that makes us cry. Give me one sec here. I have got to turn on another one of my modifications. Should be good now. That is just so pretty. I can't even fathom Let's hang out and chat for a bit. I don't know exactly what to talk about. I need to get some breakfast, so I might go grab some breakfast, come back up, and then we can just chat, kind of hang out, see what everyone's up to. I know it's pretty early for most people, at least in the States. So I'm thinking a lot of people might actually be asleep still, especially my West Coasters. It's only like not even 8 o'clock in the morning for most of you. Give me 1 second here. Okay, I'm gonna go grab a bite to eat. I will be back in just 1 second with that. It's probably just gonna be a breakfast shake, honestly. And then after that, why don't we, what do I need to do? We could probably meet with Takamura. Call Azab. Oh, I've not done that before. Choose apartment. We could do some driving, but I think I'm gonna wait until my race wheel's hooked up for that. Find the tarot cards. We're supposed to meet Kirk, huh? Little sewer rat. Delamain HQ. And then a bunch of fist fights and beating up cyber psychos. What we got for gigs? I don't feel like doing work. It's too early. It's Friday. It's too nice out. Just gonna try and enjoy myself. Well, we might go check out cars. That could be kind of cool. Taking a look at them. Well, maybe we'll go to the apartment in Kabuki. Okay. I will be back. In the meantime, I'm just gonna leave it here. And we'll continue in just a minute. Yo, it is nice out. I wonder if there's like an add-on I could get that would tell me the temperature in Night City. That would be cool. So, we've got our breakfast here. Just a morning protein shake. There is, I want to go full gremlin mode. There is pasta down in the refrigerator. Just like some penne with Alfredo sauce. I really just want to pig out on that this morning. I want to go full carbs for breakfast. I know I shouldn't. I'm probably not going to. Probably. But I really, really, really want to. Entropy, hello! How's it going? Good morning. Guillo chili? Chicken and noodles soon here. Ooh, that sounds really good. Also, did I say that right? I don't think I said that right. I probably butchered the hell out of that. Man, chicken and noodles. I want carbs. I want carbs right now. I want like the emptiest, sluttiest carbs imaginable. I want pizza. I want pasta. I mostly just want Italian food, apparently. I've got popcorn here, but I don't think I'm gonna dig into that. It's nice, and I don't know the pronunciation myself either. That is fair. That is valid. Oh, we've also got some taco soup that I made. So it's browned, what's the word I'm looking for? Not shredded. Ground beef. It's browned up ground beef with taco seasoning. Then you add a bit of paprika to it. Put it in a crock pot with 2 big slabs of cream cheese, 2 things of canned rotel, which is like a tomato blend, chopped tomato blend. A little thing of jalapenos, so chopped up jalapenos. Cup of shredded cheese. What else do we add to it? Like a tablespoon of chili powder. And something else. There was something else in there. Mix it all together. And let it cook on high for like 6 hours. So good. It is so good. One-Eyed Cat, good morning. Hello, how are you? Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub for 5 months. Ow! I appreciate that. Thank you for being a part of the Nightwolves gang. Good morning. Happy anniversary, sweetheart. How you like the new PC setup? Happy anniversary, is it? Wait, what? Whose anniversary is it? It's my wife's birthday. So we need to like, I don't know, do something for her. I got her a couple things. I don't think she's watching, so we can probably talk about what we got her or what I got her. I am loving the new PC setup. This game looks and runs incredible. And I've got it modded out the wazoo, even a couple like graphical enhancement mods, and it's still it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. I hope it's looking and running well today. One of the mods, oh, I love that this dude's just out here doing Tai Chi. Let's go. Living their best life. One of the mods actually enhances how many people I can see at a time and how much traffic I can see at a time. So, bit of a performance drop with that. Very slight, but it still looks so good. Let's see. Never had that, but would definitely give it a try. It is super, super good. It is super good. I'm forgetting, there's something else in there. Oh, a bit of like chicken broth or beef broth, either way. Like 2 cups of that. It is absolutely delicious. One-Eyed Cat, how's your morning going? I hope everyone slept well. I hope everyone has plans for the weekend. Definitely got to get out there and enjoy ourselves. Why is my mini-map showing up right now? There we go. It should not be showing up. Oh, that looks so good. I do this every time, but I mean it every time. Like, it looks so good. All the food in here, even though it's a lot of synth meat, which is mostly made of like bugs. Like, I'd eat that. Look at this. This looks better than the shit I get at like Steak and Shake. Let's be real. Let's be real. I'd eat that. What is that? Is that just like a burger but on grilled cheese bread? Yo, I want to go to like an arcade in here. Whoa, yep, almost died. We were talking about this yesterday. Jaywalking in Night City is its own reward. Come on, man, hurry up. It's like, no wonder NCPD doesn't give a shit about that. First off, they get a million other things to worry about, and secondly, like, you know, you're gonna find out. You're crossing the street when you shouldn't, where you shouldn't, you're fucking around. Bro, it's a Little Caesars. And that don't look like a pizza. That looks like a, it looks like an Oreo. Are the pizzas here cream filled? How does one get their pie cream filled? Is that something we can discuss on Twitch? I feel like it's not. What else I got? Duhan's €4 burger shop. Let's go. They got burgers and soda. Malted iguana liquors. Dude, there's vending machines with liquor. I love it. Absolutely love it. Okay. Seedy back alley? Or, somewhat bright street? €4. Right? This is not bad. This is not bad prices. Plans for the weekend. Clean the yard from packed snow. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm over winter. I'm so done with it. I don't want a damn thing to do with the cold anymore. I'm too old. My joints are too susceptible to cold. I can't do it. Dude, that is a fit. She got that drip. I want that. Alright, let's take the seedy back alley. Let's see what happens. But yeah, I can't do winter anymore. I'm just not about it. I am very excited to move somewhere warm and sunny where winter pretty much doesn't exist. Ultralight athletic shoes. Yo? Oh, hey. What's up? That was uncomfortable. Aw, rip, dude. That guy is shoeless. I've only got like 6, 7, 8 pairs in my inventory. Otherwise, I'd give him some, you know? You know how it is. Where you at now, then? I am in the Midwest. I am in the Midwest, and I hate it. And I... Okay, alright. They're just tweaking out at 9 in the morning. I hate it. I've hated it for forever. I've been trying to get out of here for a really long time. And luckily, that might actually be on the horizon here. I might actually be able to move very soon to somewhere where it is always warm and sunny. Well, okay, it rains a lot too, but that's not a bad thing. That is not a bad thing. The important thing is it doesn't get cold there. Oh, actually, let's make our way up here. I remember there was like a kind of a shanty. I thought there was like a market. Might have just been like, you know, shanty housing. Not in Illinois, right? No, right next to it. I'm in Missouri. So, not far, but thankfully not in. Thankfully not in. What is the advertisement though? What is the product? I'm so confused. Advertising is so confusing. The flatlands. It's so gross. Like the scenery out here. There was some poll done recently, some unofficial thing, but still. Missouri's like the 49th ugliest state in the United States. There's a lot of, it's not even nothing. You know, when Kansas has nothing, it's fields of nothing that have like a look to them. I don't like Kansas. I hate the look of Kansas, but it has an actual aesthetic to it, you know? It's not my personal aesthetic. But some places have mountains, some places have forests, some places have rivers, some places have deserts. Missouri has nothing. We have hills kind of sometimes and like splotches of trees. Missouri is the balding patch of the Midwest of the United States. I would argue that Indiana is probably right up there with it, but I think even Indiana has some fucking features. I think even it has, you know, like mountains at certain points. You go far enough north. I'm not certain. I don't know, man. I just know I'm not a fan of it here. Okay, every time I see people out on the beach sparring or out just, you know, in the morning just sparring with each other, I'm like, first of all, I want to get in on that. I need to start doing like boxing or martial arts again. I miss it. And secondly, like there's a story there, right? I feel like I can hear the Rocky music going, you know? Like, what is this guy training for? Is he just doing this for fun? Is this for self-defense? I don't know. I don't know, but there's a story there. I want to know what it is. Maybe I just, like, I don't know, need to rewatch Rocky. Get it out of my system. Sub anniversary, duh. Oh, it is exactly? Oh, okay, that makes sense, that makes sense. I'm up, that's about it. Slow morning. One-eyed cat, thank you again for the sub. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're up. That is, you know, it is, I think it was John Mulaney. Maybe it's not John Mulaney, maybe it was, I don't remember who, but some comic said that it is 100% easier to not do something than to do anything. Like, you got out of bed today. I'm proud of you. That is awesome. You didn't have to do that. I mean, you probably did, but you didn't, like, have to do that. It would have been 100% easier to not get out of bed today. But you did, and I'm proud of you. Now that I'm between jobs, I'm thinking moving around some mountains. What mountains were you thinking? I know I wanted to move to Colorado for a good while, but I don't know. I don't know. I think Colorado has a bit of everything, but it's also got a bit of, like, all the things that I hate too, so I don't know. Doesn't matter really, that's fair. I grew up around mountains. I grew up in Arizona. I'm a desert rat through and through. And I am so used to, there's mountains on like 3 sides at all times, sometimes 4. Like, anywhere you look, you can see the horizon line. You can tell exactly where you are. You know, and you've always got that sort of stable, grounding imagery in the back. No puns intended. Grounding imagery to just, I don't know. I don't know. It helps me feel, like, safe, almost. I get agoraphobia out here because there is no horizon. It's just nothing everywhere. It's like being in the middle of the fucking ocean. Yeah, this is what I was thinking of. Okay, so there is a little bar up here. Norway, Rockies, somewhere around that. Oh, that'd be cool. Oh, you're thinking just like anywhere in the world. Let's go. Hell yeah. You know, I feel like this place would have a smell. I have my smell receptors deactivated, so I can't really tell. But other than that, I actually really like this, right? Like, you got a good view of Kabuki over there. You got a good view of city center. Got a good view of Watson. There's our apartment. This is nice. I feel like this would feel good in the morning. You ever been on a pier? Like in California or somewhere? So somewhere a little warm and sunny? I feel like that's what this would feel like. Alright, we're just gonna tempt fate here. This is fine. What is that? Why is it moving? What the hell is that? I have no idea. Maybe we'll go find out. Oh, it's all suspended too. Oh, that's cool. There's a certain level of, like, risk to it. Not that there's anything wrong with the construction in Night City, I'm sure. Klingon Teen 18. 31 more days and 12 to 13 hours until I get to try out Hogwarts Legacy on my PlayStation 5. Very nice. That is exciting. I know there's been a lot of, like, I guess it's controversy over the game. It's really just J.K. Rowling can fucking jump off a bridge. Like, she is just the absolute worst. Fuck her, right? But at the same time, I have always been about separating artist from art. You know? I can appreciate the art without liking the artist. So, for example, Tom Cruise. If you put me and Tom Cruise in a room, I don't think we'd get along because I'm 5 feet taller than him, and I don't know. He seems kind of crazy, and I'm crazy, but, like, I don't think we're the same kind of crazy, right? However, Tom Cruise is, like, my favorite fucking actor. I love every movie he's in. I really like his work. I don't like him as a well, I don't have anything against him as a person. I just don't think we'd get along, you know? You know? It's kind of like that. And I understand that people don't want to get the game because they don't want to support her. And I respect that. And if that is how you wish to protest, I support that. A bit of a realist take. If everyone on the planet who was going to buy this game did not buy this game, if this game sold no copies, she would be no less poorer. Like, she's already richer than anyone needs to be in 10 lifetimes. It doesn't make a difference. So, yeah, I feel like if people want to enjoy the game and want to enjoy the art, absolutely, go for it. You know, it just, I don't know. I am totally fine with people being excited about it and hyped for it. And I hope it runs well on your PS5 too. I think it's supposed to be 60 FPS. I don't know. It looks really good graphically, so hopefully it'll run okay. You have crazy, and then you have redneck. Why is my automod blocking redneck? Okay, hang on, I'll catch up with that. Entropy, girlfriend started talking about Reno as her sister's boyfriend works there. Oh, interesting. Could get a job there. There you go. That could be a good place. I've never been out to Reno. JK is quickly becoming the epitome of that. She's just the fucking worst. Who we fucking over? Oh, we're not fucking over anyone. She's doing it herself. Entropy, Scientology is a big issue personally about Tom. Yeah, I am very against... I'm against religion in general. I don't like any religion. At all. I grew up in a very religious house. I went to a very religious school. Religion can fuck off. I am not here for it. That being said, people want to have their own religion, believe their own things. That's totally fine. That doesn't affect me. I am all for it. You do you, boo. As soon as it gets to the part, though, where your religion does want to tell me what to do, change my life, all that good stuff, now we got a problem. Klingon. Yeah, I agree, but I still got the game because I was waiting for the game to release because I heard it was going to be like Skyrim, Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, put together with Harry Potter thing. Right? Like, it looks really cool. It looks like a good concept, and from a game standpoint, I'm hoping it's good. Yeah, and again, there's nothing wrong with separating art from artist. I love Tom Cruise's work. Tom Cruise is a crazy person. Mad respect for, not only the work that he does, but like how he goes about it. He is very much, okay, I'm gonna do everything that I can do, stunt-wise, I'm gonna do myself. Okay, we're gonna make our own path here. Parents are very religious, but I don't give two shakes of Dead Dog's Tale about religion either. Right, I feel like especially if you grew up in a religious house, that's that is much more likely to make you against religion. You're just like, yeah, no, I'm good, thanks. Frank.
Where were we?
Have we met before?
What's your story? Who are you?
I have many names. The Dustman, the Warthog, but those are just names. In truth, I'm just a free man making his way on the edge. I liberate people from the burden of their material chains. Some call it theft, but me, I prefer proactive recycling.
Ah. I like that. I respect that. Proactive recycling. What a term. Entrepreneurship. That's what this man has.
You're acting weird.
All right, calm down,
What's it you're doing?
Frank.
The better question is, what I ain't. All who enter my trash kingdom find what their hearts desire most. Provided, of course, it's trash your heart desires.
So when I was a kid, we used to go dumpster diving. Not out of necessity. We were not like well off, but we were never like that poor. But we would just like, I don't know, find cool shit in the trash. Especially out in Arizona, people just go out in the desert and dump their stuff in the desert. And there was a place not far from our house where they would just go dump stuff. So there's like old cursed ass looking dolls with their heads ripped off from literally like the 1940s. There's all sorts of just weird shit out there. So we would go dumpster diving and just kind of have fun with that. So yeah, this man's selling trash. All right. My ears have perked up. I'm curious. What are you selling? True, Scientology is kind of extra out there. All the stories, how they treat their low tier members. There's a lot of abuse in religion, in all religions. Yeah, so I feel that. My parents are very religious. Okay, I read that. BTR, I 100% agree with you, Ash, but everyone has their own opinion for religion, but you force it on me, then we have problems, right? I'm glad someone else has the same mindset. I'm totally live and let live, right? What I'm doing, as long as it doesn't, like, actually affect someone else's life, it's fine. As long as it's legal and consensual, I don't see a problem. Anime Weeb, good morning. Hello. How are you doing? Good morning, Ash. I hope you're having a good Friday so far. I'm having fantastic Friday. We are enjoying Night City. I've got a breakfast chocolate shake. It is the wife's birthday today. It's Friday. We're having a good fucking time. How are you doing, Anime Weeb? Okay. He's got some weapons. He's got a little guitar pick. What is this? Oh, he's got flares? Can I actually? I don't think I can use these. I wish I could use these. Spray paint. Some old Johnny Silverhand records. Damaged clothes. So damaged I can't even wear it. Counterfeit documents? A Rubik's Cube. Okay. Yeah. Man really does just have junk. What's that? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's that? A skill shard for crafting? For 63K. What are you doing, Frank? Frank, what the fuck? Is that a condom? Oh, it's bubblegum. I don't think the two are interchangeable. I feel like... I know you can't chew on a condom, or at least not well. Wood bubble... You know what? Never mind. Never mind. We're not gonna go down that road. One-eyed cat. I rhino all cool kids. Or I think all cool kids dumpster dove? Damn right. Did your autocorrect change that to rhino? What do we got? Okay. Yeah. Got some grenades, got some attachments. I'm just watching the John Wick movie again. Oh, hell yeah. Got him for Christmas, getting prepared for John Wick 4 in March. Does it come out in March? I am so hyped for that. I really like John Wick 1. 2 was good. Oh, this is so cool. I mean, it's empty, but still. It's an outdoor fish tank. Actually, I would imagine that would probably be pretty shitty for the fish. It's a fish shower. Very nice. Or it's the water heater. I got creative with it. John Wick 2 was good, but not as good as the first one in my opinion, but still very good. 3, I think they kind of lost it a bit. Like, it was cool. It was over the top, don't get me wrong. It was a great action film, but I think they kind of lost the plot a bit. So I'm hoping with 4 they kind of bring it back. We'll see what happens though. Entropy gonna make food now. Lurk mode sounds good. Let me know what you end up making. My mental mantra is, don't care what you do, don't care what you say, but mess with my day and I'll make you pay. That's pretty good. I feel like you would do well in Night City, honestly. Whoops. Yeah, we'll be alright. Sorry, buddy. I feel like you would do well. Man, everyone's got the right idea. Just hanging out on the rooftops, enjoying the sun. How do I get down? All right, we make our own down. Okay. My eyes were lying to me. I thought that was something I could actually land on. Apparently not. Ah, okay. I did get another enhancement last night. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Okay, so we're gonna talk to our friend here, Ripper Doc. Okay, we talked to the Ripper Doc. We go straight into the UI for editing our modifications, right? Or for changing our appearance. Cool. Now, we're gonna go pay a visit to our good friend Victor. Let's go say hi to Victor. Actually, you know what? I don't need the waypoints. I know where Victor's at. Sometimes my mini-map is not disappearing when it should be. I think I got a bug. Hello? Ugh. I really need to update the firmware on this bike. Hello, thank you. Swear. Whoa. Yeah, sometimes this place is so beautiful I forget that the bad part of town is still, you know, the bad part of town. Okay. Try my best to, you know, not commit too many traffic violations. I'd rather not deal with the NCPD today. But I also don't really have the patience. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I tripped. Klingon, I thought my dog was missing for a moment, but when I saw the middle of my blanket, so the bed moved, he poked his head out. I laughed at him because his ear was folded back against his head. He looked pretty silly. Aww, that's so cute. What kind of dog? That man has the bluest hair I've ever abba-jabba-died. Morning, Misty. Right? Puppos are the best. Doggos are the goodest boys. Alright, so this enhancement. The last Ripper Doc we went to, we talked to the Ripper Doc, we go straight into the menus, right? Good morning, Nan. What's up, Vic?
Was thinking about swapping some chrome. Got any new toys?
Excellent. Let's do this. Chair, please. Sit down and relax.
Let's
I'm
get some
ready.
work done.
Carve away.
Excellent. Let's do this.
It's the little things. It's the little things in here. Alright, what is that? Actually, what does Vic have? Crit chance by 2. Defeating an enemy instantly recovers 2 RAM. That's not bad. Increase Cyberpunk RAM recovery rate. Defeat an enemy instantly recovers 1. 0.2 units per second, which means that after, what, 5 seconds, you get an extra RAM back. That's actually really good. That is really good. He's also got some legendary Karoshis. Hey, yo. And then what is this? He's got a Karoshi Custom. This one-of-a-kind custom-made Karoshi optical system is comprised of stolen military-grade components and top-secret technologies, making it incomparable to anything currently available on the market. Sleep with those eyes open. Vic, how the fuck did... Never mind. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. The less I know, the better. Damn. That's pretty sweet. That is pretty good. Okay, I haven't been using the smart gun as much, so maybe we'll switch this out. Ricochet Chance. Smart Link. That's my current. Allows you to use smart targeting module and smart weapons, directly links the user's optical implant, blah, blah, blah. All right, that's it. And increases the chance for smart bullets to hit targets by 15% and crit chance by 20. 16,000? I mean, we've got the money. What's the low level one? Low level one is 6K. And it just does the exact same as what I've already got. This is 10 and 10. I might come back on that. I might come back and get that and then try and make the money back. Immune system, we've already got what we got. Nerve system. Some immunity to shock. Increase armor by 300. Oh, no wonder I'm such a truck. Skeletal system. Dense marrow. Increases stamina cost of melee attacks by 10%, but increases base damage of melee attacks by, or melee weapons by 35%. You think that affects arms? He's a miniature pincher and chihuahua mixed mutt. Aw, that's adorable. That's super cute. Arms, we've got the mono wire. Do I want to do gorilla arms? Honestly, I feel like the projectile launch system takes up too much space. I feel like you could fit those into the gorilla arms. I feel like you could do both. Anyways.
Thanks again, Vic. You're the best. I owe you.
It's those small immersive interactions that I really just, I love. Absolutely love. It's a very small enhancement, definitely worth it. He's almost 2 years old, or will be in March. Aww. So it's like, what, 14 in dog years? Is that right? Something like that? Oh, I should probably remember to get my bike. This is the wrong way as well. Haha. I know where I'm going. I'm definitely not getting lost in the city. Ow. Okay, actually, where do we want to go? We want to just walk around the market? Let's walk around the market. I need to see how much, so I'm definitely taking a frame loss while streaming. Ooh. Yeah, that is a much more intense frame loss. Alright, I might take one of those mods off. It just looks so damn pretty though. I don't think it's the lighting. I think it's the AI director. Oh, I'm down to 50 FPS. Holy shit. That's rough. It looks so good though. Definitely gonna watch back this portion of the stream and see how it actually looks. Because it's low movement, I'm sure it's okay. Oof, 34 FPS. That's rough, man. That's rough. Yeah, I might need to get rid of that mod. As nice as it is. I just can't handle it while I'm also streaming. Is it CPU or GPU capping? Hang on a sec. Most likely CPU capping because... You know what, let's find out, let's find out. Because as much as my CPU is a monster, look at that arm. That arm is so cool. As much as my CPU is a monster, I'm also using it for rendering because my GPU gets capped. Alright, so we're looking back here. 52, 49, 50. They're both doing okay. Check you later. Got a split. Take care. Later, One-Eyed Cat. Thank you again so much for the sub. I hope you have a wonderful Friday and a fantastic weekend. Yeah, they're both doing okay. I mean, GPU's up to like 85. My performance cores are pretty taxed at the moment. CPU AI is run on CPU too. Yeah. And then right back here, 37 FPS. Yeah, I'm not capped on GPU. So it's... There's... I don't know. It's still running the AI behind me. Well, that's what I wanted to test. I only got that mod because I really wanted to see... Who did it mark for me? Why did it mark that individual? Get out of here. I really wanted to see how much my CPU could handle. And when I'm not streaming, it does fine over here. You know, like 70, 80 FPS. I love seedy little diners like this. Still safer than a Waffle House. Wait. There's a tarot nearby. I'm not exactly sure where. There it is. Okay.
No. Interesting.
Resembles a major arcana tarot card, and it's hot graffiti, the Chariot. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do... First off, hang on. Crouch indicator, hotkey, minimap. Here we go. It's fully on. And then out of combat, turn it off. Show in stealth, yes. Show in vehicle, yes. Show with scanner, yes. Show with weapon. Show with zoom, that's what's doing it. That's what's doing it. So, I got an enhancement yesterday that lets me zoom in my Kuroshis and it'll remember where my zoom level was, right? Cool.
Of course.
It also allows me to pull out a gun here, ADS with the gun, and then use my Kuroshis to actually enhance what I'm seeing, which is fantastic. And it remembers it. But because of that, it just thinks it's constantly background zoom, so that's why that's up. Okay, now that I know that though, that'll be easy to remedy. So here's what we're gonna do.
You need help.
We're gonna take the end cart and we're just gonna come on right around a bit. SCPU. That ad on the wall. Oh, I don't even see him anymore. I realized that yesterday as I was rewatching the stream. I saw some ads in the background. I'm like, sorry, what? I just do not pay attention to them when I'm in the city. What is this? It's just a big green aquarium. Okay. We're gonna ride the end cart for a while. Just kind of chill. I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna make some pasta real quick. We'll just chill and have a good time.
Sending a cop to a neighborhood like that in years before retirement.
More of a goddamn death sentence.
Stream on my YouTube channel with my PS5 every once in a while. Oh, that's awesome.
Blasters.
How's it end up looking? Like, does PS5 stream okay?
Why do you gotta do her like this?
Could have been a terrarium, but the way stuff was waving in there, it looked like it was underwater.
Suggesting it's my idea? Hear yourself.
Man, I don't want to tell them how to do their jobs. They've been working on that screen for a while. It's been several days on that one advertising screen. Oh, is this playable? This is playable. Can I turn on the radio in here? Can. Let's see if I can leave you guys with the station. It's a bit much. That'll work. Can't remember if the camera actually turns with the card or not. It looks better than my PS4's past streams, although I haven't figured out how to work on my Twitch channel yet. Otherwise I'd be streaming here. Gotcha. I know absolutely nothing about streaming to Twitch from console, so can't help you with that. Bjorn, good morning. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub for 44 months. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you for being a part of the Nightwolf gang. How you doing? How's your Friday going? Maybe we should go to the moon. What do you think? Should we go to the moon? Yeah, I can't afford that shit. Next stop, Pacifica. Ooh. I feel like that is not the next stop. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go make some breakfast. Or I guess it's early lunch at this point.
Metro passenger announcement. The scheduled departures have changed. Please consult the timetable. Metro passenger announcement. The scheduled departure.
Okay, I am back. Klingon, it's 8:30 a.m. PST for me, so technically it's still breakfast time in my neighborhood. It is, I guess it's 10:30 a.m. here, so that's like a really, really early lunch. I don't know, I always get so hungry. Anytime I was working in an office, I would always do that. I'd have lunch at like 10:30. To be fair, I had been up since like 3 most days by then. Sometimes 4 or 5. So yeah, man, I don't know, I get hungry. Also, I just eat a lot. I might not look like it, but I eat a ton. Feeding me is like feeding an elephant. And if you've ever seen a zoo book, you know that that's like a big deal. Nano. You can tell that Cyberpunk 2077 was made by a European country because its capitalist hellhole of a city is still nicer than most American cities, right? Look at this public transit. I fucking wish. I wish, dude. Good morning, Steven. How's it going? Ask me how I know. Ask you how you know what. It's second breakfast. Passed out at midnight and woke up about an hour ago. Wow, okay. Well, you got to sleep late at least. Transit gives strong Chicago vibes. I could see it. So the end card is actually supposed to be hanging underneath, but the mod did the best that it could. I'm kind of surprised that CDPR never finished the end cart. But with mods being what they are, you kind of don't need to, I guess.
Hello, my name is Arif Iqbal, and this is WNS News. And Dead City livens up the news today. Following the catastrophic use of biological weapons...
DPR dropped the ball on this? Dropped the ball hard on this? Yes and no. CDPR management dropped the ball hard. It was not ready. Every dev knew that. They kept telling them that. And CDPR was like, well, we're going to release it anyways. That was a bad decision. And honestly, the release, though, on PC was mostly fine. I ran into very little issue. And most of the people I know who played it on PC at release ran into very little issue. It's really like last gen where it was just not at all okay. And I think they spent a lot of resources trying to... Does there really need to be a station that close? They spent a lot of resources trying to get it okay on last gen, and I think that took away from actual development of the rest of it. Cleanup guys. Hey, new rig hype. Damn right. It looks so good. It runs so good. I'm so happy. Oh, hang on. I gotta add something to my to-do list here. Let's see. Remove. Crowd mod. Density mod. There we go. Lady Ash looking charming as always. How's your day going? Cleanup guys, thank you so much. I appreciate that. My day is going fantastic. Just enjoying Night City. Having a good time. Taking in the good weather. Pretending that I live where it's warm.
Of the Swiss Armed Forces consist of Lobos, drones, and automated vehicles. The Officer Corps makes up the remaining 10%.
Can't do that now. Let me out. Come on. Thank you. Bjorn. Okay, I gotta finish getting ready for work. Have a good stream later. Have a good day at work. I hope it goes well, and I hope it goes quickly. I use mods for World of Warcraft, mostly to display my money, gains lost, make sure I don't stand on fires, ice, or poisons area, separate general chat from trade chat. Yeah, a lot of people use mods for WoW, honestly. I'm really surprised about Square Enix's stance on mods for Final Fantasy XIV. That is a weird decision to me. That is definitely not the decision I would have made. But yeah, mods are great. I don't think Bethesda has ever released a fully finished game, honestly. I think they get a game like 80% done and then they, you know, are just like, you know what? The fans will finish it. It's fine. The modders will finish the game. And they do. They turn a partially finished AA title into a fully fledged out AAA title. My computer's starting to do the hitching in Cyberpunk. I'm not happy. I'm not happy about that. Entropy, 9 out of 10 is the management not being on board. That's true, large projects. Yeah, absolutely. Kind of salty they burned 13 millions public funding on this. Wait, what? Burned public funding on Cyberpunk? EU funding? You're gonna have to fill me in, Entropy. I don't know what you're talking about. CC Ruler, good morning. How are you today? I'm doing great. How are you? I'm just enjoying some breakfast pasta. Got penne and Alfredo. What do you mean by hitching? Okay, so this happens in a lot of games. Pretty much all my games at this point. You can see it right there. And it's only since getting my new hardware that it's been doing this. But it will be going along fine, 70 FPS, 75 FPS, going along, and then it'll just kind of it'll freeze for like 3 frames or something like that. There it was again. Yeah. And it wasn't doing this before the crowd density mod. Man, it's getting bad though. It would happen really bad in Red Dead, but it was not happening in Cyberpunk, and now it is starting to happen in Cyberpunk, so I am extremely displeased. My CPU is a i7-13700K. It is more than enough to handle this. Yeah, I have literally spent almost 15 hours at this point trying to debug the hitching. Trying to figure out what is causing it. I have tried so many fucking things you don't even know. And it just cannot figure it out. Actually running Windows 11 now. Did the upgrade to Windows 11 and it actually was a huge performance upgrade for me, which was really nice. What is your power supply? My power supply is 750 watt. And I am thinking like it'll have these little moments where it doesn't get quite enough power. But everyone's saying that if it's a power supply, it would be doing something different. I think it's the GPU not getting enough power, and it just has these little like moments. Last suspect. I've been through all of that. The CPU temps are fine. Like right now, I'm probably at like 78C. There's been some issues with 7 to 10 throttling timing CPU badly. Not sure what's with 11 does better scheduling for CPUs, is my understanding. So it'll correctly allot which cores should be doing what and when. And it does a fantastic job of it. But yeah, the hitching is so bad in Star Citizen that Star Citizen is 100% unplayable. But that's nothing new. That's just Star Citizen existing. Mustang Matt, good morning. How are you? Happy Friday. Yeah, at this point, the only things I have left to actually do, I would trace that to Star Citizen build on CryEngine. Yeah, but Star Citizen is functioning poorly in a way it never did before on my old hardware. So literally going to this new hardware, this bug appeared. It was not there before. It is the new hardware. The other things I have to chase down, I'm going to reseat my M.2. I have to run a test on my M.2 to see if it's doing okay. It's kind of, I wouldn't say old, but older. And I'm going to try reseating the CPU. I got some thermal paste. I'm going to reseat it. Maybe that'll help. We're out of fucking ideas. After that, after I try everything else, I might reformat and see if that helps. Have you turned off VBS core isolation? I don't know what that is. I've turned off the scheduling for the graphics card. A lot of people are suggesting that. What is the VBS core isolation? How do I find that? Core isolation. Memory integrity prevents attacks from inserting malicious code in high security. It's already off for core isolation. Is that what it should be? Yeah. Yep, it is already off. The hitching is actually like new for Cyberpunk. It wasn't doing this before.
Liable for the safety and well-being of its passengers. Ride at your own risk.
But it'll do it in Red Dead 100% of the time. It'll do it in Star Citizen 100% of the time. It'll do it in World of Warcraft. It seems to be under big load. And I did increase the CPU load with the crowd density mod, so maybe it is a CPU, I don't know. It could be something to do with the Windows update. I believe there were reports of Windows 11 causing hitching in a recent update. However, it was doing the same thing when I had Windows 10. It's possible that there was a Windows 10 update that also was causing it. So it could be Windows. There are so many different things it could be, and we have tried and tried and tried, and it's never made it any better. Oh, I have no idea on Try. At this point, it maybe it's just no. It's not a weird game optimization issue. At least it shouldn't be, because it's happening in every game, and it was not happening on my old motherboard CPU. Like, I guess it could be, but also it wasn't happening on Cyberpunk until this morning. So, I don't know what to tell you. Not all gaming problems are on your end. Make sure your drivers are good. I check my drivers every day for updates, so we're good there. When it comes a problem in game, we can identify the bottleneck through adjusting settings one at a time. It's not a game setting problem. I have monitored the living shit out of my computer. There are no spikes associated with it. When the hitching happens, there's no spike in the CPU usage, there's no spike in the GPU usage, there's no spike in the memory, there's no spike in the SSD, there's no spike in the Ethernet. It's not actually linking to anything that would logically make sense. When I say I've spent 15 hours trying to track this down, I mean 15 hours. So I'm a little touchy about it. I do apologize. We have eliminated every simple possibility. We're into the really shitty ones at this point. I don't think it's a game issue. It's more than likely a Windows issue. It could very well be a Windows issue. Murphy, the all right. What's up, gangsta? What's up? How's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. What's the issue? Graphical bug only in this game. Lots. Oh man, I'm. Welcome to the stream. I'm not re-explaining the last 10 minutes of what I just said. It is every game. Simple test. If you get in a fast car and drive very fast in one direction, does the hitching happen more frequently? No. I'll test it. It seems to be just kind of consistent with, it just happens all the time. It's fine. These things grind nerves. It really does, because, like, you know, it was bad enough building the computer. It gave me so much trouble because the damn radiator for the water cooling would not fit. So we had to do some special modifications to it to get it to actually fit. In total, it took like 10 hours to put the computer together. And then after all of that, I have had this unfixable bug. Deeply frustrating. Okay, so we're gonna do some third person because it gets worse frames. We're gonna go very fast in one direction. Hitched. Hitch. Hitch. It's almost rhythmic. Oh crap. It's almost rhythmic with how often it happens. So now just sitting here, hitch. It's gonna hitch. Hitch. Yeah, it is almost timed. And it happens in Red Dead, it happens in here, it happens in World of Warcraft. It should not happen in World of Warcraft. Like, there it is again. Deeply, 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 deeply frustrating. I have 1080 and for whatever reason, I have this weird graphical issue in certain games. I was able to get MSI Afterburner and clock down my GPU, which resolved all my issues. What do you mean clock down? You have any software that controls RGB lighting on your PC? Not really. Like, my mouse does RGB stuff from Logitech, but it's just set to default. Others are computer builders, so anytime I have a problem with my laptop, I tell them to go fix it. 10 and 11 are almost identical in core. Okay. Lowered the megahertz on the GPU. Had a similar issue with my 3080, but that was VR titles only, and turned out the EVGA software was the issue. EVGA software? Is that like some NVIDIA control panel third-party equivalent from EVGA? So I'm on a 2080, and my GPU usage is only at 74%, and at its highest for the game, it only gets up to like 85%. Like I've made sure to adjust the game settings so it never really gets past that. So like nothing's getting maxed out right now. Fan curves, power management, RGB lights. Fan curves should be pretty standard. What should I do for power management? I've already got it set up in NVIDIA control panel for maximum power. God, the hitching is getting so fucking terrible. Software poorly written instead of using something hardware interrupts. They use time loops. It's easier to program that way. Oh, instead of, yeah, hardware interrupts. Okay, hang on. I only have one thing with RGB. That is my Logitech mouse. I'm gonna go into the RGB here, and we're gonna turn that off. I don't think I can turn it off completely. I can just stop it from, it was cycling. Yeah, I can't like turn the lights off completely. Cycle lighting, pulse lighting. Lord Vreese, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub for 15 months. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you for being a part of the Nightwolf gang. What's up? You cleared your cache and cookies. On my web browser? Yeah, not too long ago actually. Let's try to fix a different problem. GPU and CPU temps are fine. I've monitored the living shit out of that. The GPU gets up to 97C at the hottest spot. But it shouldn't... Like right now it's 75C. I think the warmest I've ever seen it average is like 80C in Cyberpunk. Cormac DSM, good morning. Happy Friday. How you doing? How's Night City treating you? Enough troubleshooting for me. 97C is well within expected range. 75 is phenomenal cooling. Yeah, exactly. Just being a smartass, sorry. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, and then my CPU temps, anytime I've checked it, it's like 78C. Yeah, just had another hitch. Damn, I was really hoping it would be that. Had another hitch. Okay, I'm gonna go jump off a bridge. I was okay with this problem. No, I wasn't okay. I was never been okay with this problem. I stopped worrying about it for 5 minutes. because it wasn't happening in Cyberpunk, and I'm like, you know what? That's the only game I need to run well. And now it's happening in Cyberpunk. I cannot explain how frustrated I am. I'm ready to tear this entire PC apart and rebuild it. Just put it all back together in some futile, useless attempt to make this fucking annoying bug go away. At this point, I'm not actually far from having done that already. Like, I've already tried switching out the RAM. It's not the RAM. I've moved my games over to different hard drives. It does it on all hard drives. The only thing I haven't done is, like, plop my old graphics card in here and see if it does it. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe that's what I'll do this weekend. Windows Power Management. Okay. Windows Power Management is already set up. I'm gonna pull that up though. Edit power plan. Put the computer to sleep, never. It's on high performance. I go into advanced settings for high performance. Turn off hard disks, never. Processor power management, maximum processor state setting 100%, minimum processor state setting 100%. So it literally can do anything it wants. PCI slots, linked state power management is off. Should I have linked state power management on? Turns out a fan pin is bent. A PC building journey and just figure out what's wrong with yours. Off is good? Okay, cool. Change your RAM clock speed in the BIOS. Yep, I already set up the XMP. So that should be good. Windows 11. I appreciate y'all trying to help, but also it's every person that comes in to try and help, we're starting off at like ground zero for it. So I have got to relive this. It's like you call in for troubleshooting, right? You're calling in for IT support and they transfer you 22 times and they don't put any notes with your account. That's what I've been experiencing for the last week and a half. I don't know, no one has been able to figure out anything for this. Like, nothing that even remotely makes it less of a problem. I appreciate deeply that so many people are so eager to try and help, though. Like I don't want to seem ungrateful or anything. I'm just so angry and frustrated at this problem because it doesn't seem to have any rhyme or reason. Like, it really doesn't. Maybe I'll just, you know what? You know what? I need a new one anyways. Okay, hang on. I understand the frustration, understandable, I would be too. Hang on a sec. It's entirely possible it's just Windows. It is 100% entirely possible that it's just Windows being a piece of shit. And I need to wait for some update to come out because other people... I feel like this would be more prevalent, though. I feel like more people would have had this problem. We call it the bit is wrong side due to moon phase. Yep. Yep, the moon is fucking with my PC at the moment. Okay. 850 watt power supply. It's about 150 bucks average. I'm gonna start a new dongle. We'll get it when we get it.
reminded that the use of firearms to advance through traffic is prohibited by the
The
law.
new PSU power supply. I needed to get a new power supply anyways. That's the next thing I wanted to upgrade on my computer. 750 watt should be sufficient, but as soon as I upgraded to all of this new hardware, it started having the problem. New motherboard, which is more draw. New CPU, which has more draw. Extra M.2, so I've got 2 M.2s and 3 physical hard drives, one of which is an SSD. Like, I feel like it's the power supply, but I felt like it's everything. I felt like it's the RAM, I felt like it's the graphics card. This build was not cheap, and I am so grateful to everyone who helped me get it, and then I spent so much time putting it together, and now I've spent so much time troubleshooting it, and so to be having this problem constantly, it's just frustrating. I just want to relax. I just want to be able to enjoy it, you know? And I can't enjoy it. I, like, can't relax about it. Honestly, if you count all the possibilities, PC parts together will not be prevalent at all. Some PC issues are so rare that only you will have them. Oh, please don't tell me that. Please, I don't need to hear that right now. I tell you, it's the moon phases. Fucking may as well be. Okay, so I'm starting a new donal goal. Once we hit the donal goal, I'm gonna get a new power supply. Hopefully that will fix the issue. I highly, highly doubt it, but I do need a new power supply anyways. Because after that, I would like to long-term save up for a new graphics card. The 2080 is wonderful, but with streaming and stuff, I am now GPU choked, and so I would like to kind of get a little bit of... honestly, I want to get like a 30. I want to get a 30 series card. I think that would be nice. But to do that, I would absolutely have to upgrade my power supply regardless, so... I think we're just to that point now. Donkula, hello, good morning. When you did the build, did you bring over the OS on a drive from your old one? I did. So it's entirely possible that a fresh install of Windows is going to fix the issue. However, I really, 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 really cannot say really enough times, do not want to do that. The amount of just work that is involved with that because of all the custom settings I have on so many different games, so many programs, and my stream setup, like something always gets lost, something always goes wrong. But I am at the point where I am ready to exterminatus this fucking build. I am ready to just hit the fucking button and go full nuke from orbit. Let's just take it all down, right? Disconnect everything, rebuild the entire thing, reinstall Windows, fresh install, fresh everything. I did DDU, so driver, I forget what DDU stands for, but it fully like nukes all drivers for the graphics card. Like every driver you've ever had on the graphics card, just it's gone. And reinstalled fresh, current drivers. Display driver uninstalled, there it is. I did that. Nothing. Like, nothing has helped. It's frustrating. Didn't you mention it started happening today for Cyberpunk? It did start happening today for Cyberpunk. Now, it's possible that it was happening before, but it was so slight that I wasn't noticing it. Because on some games, it's more pronounced. For example, Star Citizen is unplayable. If I go to space and there's nothing around me, it will still happen, but it doesn't happen very often and it's very little. If I go to a space station where there's still like not a lot going on at all, it will happen really badly. If I go to a planet, it's almost completely unusable. So yesterday I did two things different to my Cyberpunk. I put on a mod that completely overhauls the lighting for the game. It redoes the way the game processes lighting, which the mod claimed it wasn't an FPS hit because it wasn't like a reshade or anything like that. and I didn't really notice an FPS hit with it. I also installed a mod that adjusted crowd densities and how they get used. And that one did have an FPS hit, and we saw that on stream, so it's entirely possible that it's that, which would make me feel like it's the fucking CPU. So I'm going to try uninstalling that right now. We'll see if it stops doing it. Reinstalling Windows. I get the feel, but that alone can cause the issue. Yeah, I know you're not wrong. In-game character looks so much like you. Well done on that. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've actually, my other profile has a character that looks like just like me. What is that screech sound? Oh, that's in game. That right there? That's in game. I don't know if anyone else can hear this. There's a periodic high-pitched screech sound every few seconds. Big of a peep. Yeah, that's in the menu. How big of a power supply do you want? Lord Breeze, what's up? I'm going for 850 watt. I feel like 850 watt would last me long enough. I feel like even if I got like a 4090, not going to happen, but let's say I win a 4090, right? Because I'm entering draws to try and win those all the time. An 850 would do it, right? Like an 850 would be enough? I think. I hope. I'm sure there's some website somewhere that'll tell me. Lord Vreeze, that is so sweet. You don't need to do that. Thank you. That is incredibly kind of you. You don't need to do that. Like, for real. If you really want to, I can. I'll check with my tech people before I put one on there because I want to make sure I get the right one. That is so nice. You're gonna make me cry. Okay, we're gonna uninstall this real quick. One sec. Just go ahead and... When was the last time it saved? Doesn't show my autosaves, of course. Is the game supposed to make that sound? Yes. Yeah, it's just an audio file that runs in the back on the menus. Because you're not hearing it now, right, cleanup guys? So the other thing is, I forgot to mention, when the stuttering happens, I can physically hear the coil on my GPU, right? I can physically hear it. When it runs at super high FPS on anything, it gets a much higher pitched whine. It's like old CRT TVs, that whine that it had, you could hear that. GPU does that, right? It's going fine, it's going fine. The hitch happens, I don't hear that sound anymore. As soon as it goes back to frames, I hear the sound again. So I can literally hear the GPU just like forget what it's fucking doing for a second. So it might be Windows. It very well may be Windows. I want to avoid reinstalling Windows. Do you hear the voices too? Which ones? Of course I do. Which ones? Vero, hi sweetheart. Yes, it is hitching in Cyberpunk and it is hitching so bad. So I'm just... Hi Vero, I love you. How are you? Also Vero, if you would... I was looking at getting like a Corsair 850 watt power supply. If you have a better suggestion, or you know what kind of power supply would be my next upgrade, if you would let me know. I have started a dongle for that, so we can start working towards that. Okay, I'm gonna uninstall my mod real quick. So let's see here. It shouldn't be the natural Californian lighting mod. What it should be, graphic and streaming AIO, possible, or the optimized crowd and traffic. We'll start with that one. Optimized crowd and traffic. How do I uninstall? Optimized density mod. We'll go over here into our Cyberpunk folder. And this is going to be under Archive PC mod. Archive PC mod, and it is... What's the name of the file? Okay, hang on a sec. I am actually extremely organized with how I have all of my mods laid out. This one was independent, right? Yeah, it's standalone. Is that graphic? It's NPC. Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-bum, bum. AA mods crowd and traffic tweak. AA mods crowd and traffic tweak. Uninstalled. Okay. We are going to test that now. So we'll start up Cyberpunk again. We'll see if it's doing it. That had a much higher CPU draw, so could be the CPU. I don't know. Just wanted to check in. I'll do some research. Vero, thank you so much, sweetheart. Hi, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to bug you while you're at work. I've been using EVGA's power supplies for several of my past PCs. I love them. Post a few, message me on Discord, and I'll hook you up. Sounds good, Lord Breeze. Thank you so much. You are so, so kind. You really don't need to do that. I feel bad anytime I complain publicly about, like, you know, some of the issues I'm having. I don't want it to seem like I'm begging, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. I'm always worried I'm, like, guilt-tripping people into being nice to me. NVIDIA has a utility called GPU-Z. It collects logs, and you can look through hardware errors. If you think it's a GPU problem, it will show up there. Oh, that's a good idea. How do I access GPU-Z? Is it like third party? I've got to install it? Okay, we just took off the crowd density mod. Let's see if this helped. Drop a link in chat channel to NVIDIA website for more details. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's do that now, actually. Chat, GPU-Z. Okay, give me 1 sec. Let's see if it's doing it currently, right? It was happening very rhythmically before, and it's also possible that, like, what made me think it was a RAM thing is it seemed to get worse over time. It seemed like the longer I did it, the worse it would get. So I'm not noticing anything currently. Let's head back to... We were over here by Vix. Yeah, we were in the back alleys over by Vix when it started to happen. So let's head back over there and see if we can replicate it. It is very, very, very possible that it is Windows. In whatever way, shape, or form, for whatever reason, it is Windows, and I just need to do a fresh install. It's been a while since I reformatted, so that's definitely plausible. I really want to avoid that. It is not hitching at all right now, which is good. We've also not really encountered any crowds. It started hitching. I like how so many of my recent streams have been CPU tech help, or yeah, computer tech help streams, unintentionally. Is this on an SSD? This is on an M.2, yeah. It's on my main M.2. And that's another thing I need to check is if the M.2, whoops. If the M.2 is going bad. One of my friends sent me a tool to check that. Let's also see if we get better frames back here. We should be getting better frames back here. Should be a way to log it. It gets faults. Yeah, it basically goes through and checks it. Okay, so we are getting much better frames back here without the AI controller. Still going down to 60, 61.
Carajo! Some people.
62. Back here is where we got the lowest. Back here we dropped down to like 37 at one point.
What's your problem?
Okay. Yeah, so that's why we were getting the frame drop for sure. So we don't have that anymore, which is good.
Hey, did I do something to you?
I'm gonna have to play it for a while to see if the hitching comes back. But while we may have partially resolved it in Cyberpunk, which is good, I can breathe again, I can relax. It still happens in every other game. Okay, so we'll just drive around a bit. It's definitely still happening, but it is much, much, much less pronounced. It was a crowd density mod. So basically, there it happened again. It overhauls how the game handles crowd density and processing for spawning of crowds and the AI of crowds. It's supposed to allow you to have bigger crowds with less FPS drop. And it did, but it was also causing the hitching. That's what made me think it was RAM for a while, because the longer I'd run it, the more, you know, pronounced it would get. Because it wasn't temperatures, we ruled that out. Let's head over to Jig Street. Got lost. I know how to get to Jig Street from the lower level. I thought I could get to it from the road. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. I am just above it, but that's fine.
I'll ask one last time.
Here we go. Jig Street. Yay.
I don't have to. One.
Do you know the engine/modding details in that? In this that I could give any ideas? What? No, I do not. It was effectively just a pack file, or whatever archive files it uses for most of the mods in the game, which can be anything from scripts to physical models, textures. It all has it in a pack file. Once you get the utility going, go ahead and play some games, and then once you have a few hitches, we can take a look. Sounds good. I can get us hitches immediately. Immediately. We'll start up Star Citizen. Man, you won't even... It's gonna hitch so bad. And to be clear, I understand that Star Citizen just runs like shit. But it never ran this bad on my old hardware.
That is not okay. No, not okay. You must do something. Yeah? Damn it, I need more time. I've got a lot going on. And nobody gives
Okay, it's looking like we're good for now.
If anything, you can take your shit back and
I think I can see it happening, but it's very, very small. Yeah, it's happening. It's very small, though. It is getting a little bigger. Yeah, but this is like... Ooh. That frame drop was from the fog. Okay. Oof, my frames are suffer. This is Entropy. This is like I cannot describe how unplayable this is. This is not normal. Like it's having a fucking problem. In Star Citizen, like even for Star Citizen, that's not normal.
Got something
kind of bad.
Keep you wet for hours.
Alright, so I'm getting bad frame drop around the volumetric fog. Let me turn that down a bit since I got the new lighting. Volumetric fog resolution, we'll set that down to low. And that didn't really help. Okay, so I don't think it's actually that. It's probably why the issue is so pronounced in that. Yeah, definitely. I feel like it's an improper utilization of the CPU cores, possibly. Because, okay, so when it was happening on Windows 10, on Star Citizen, it was really, really bad. It was every 3 seconds, you get like 10 frame hitch. Consistently. Then I upgraded to Windows 11.
We offer you a humble thanks.
And it's...
You saved a great many lives.
Like every 3 seconds, 2 frame hitch.
What's the plan now? Talk later.
Significantly less. And the only real... The big change that happened between 10 and 11 is 11 has better scheduling for cores. I don't think it's shader compiler issue. No. Ruled that one out as well. Another common cause of hitching is shader compilation. It plays games in the background. GPU compiles shaders. The hitch first time around, not be repeating issues. Gets better as time goes on. It's moved the game over from a different GPU. You need to flush the shaders and have it rebuild. I upgraded my GPU not long ago. But I've put like enough hours into Cyberpunk that it shouldn't be happening. And with Red Dead, it would consistently happen in the same exact spots every time.
You blind?
How would I flush my shaders? Typically what'll happen is the shaders will just, when it's compiling them, I'll just get like bad frames for that whole time until it's done. But how would I flush my shaders just in case? Okay, let's hop on our bike here. Cyberpunk, you rename a file from XYZ. Do you know which file? Swim the hitches when you don't stream. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it very much hitches when I don't stream as well. Also, it did it on... Should have been fresh install Star Citizen, unless Star Citizen stores its shaders in, like, app data. Which maybe it does. I don't think it does, but maybe.
I'm already having...
Wow. Big rude. Big rude. CryEngine saves it in default installation. Yeah, this person picked the wrong day. Definitely picked the wrong day. So it seems to be hitching a lot less, which is good. The big increase from the AI crowd control mod is on the CPU end. Like, it uses a lot more CPU. And I was seeing the hitching with that happening. Also, when I get the bad frames in Star Citizen, it is like maxing out most of my cores. Not like full max, but like there's a lot more CPU usage in Star Citizen than there should be because it's so poorly optimized. I don't know. All I know is I've already cried over this quite a bit. Why did that crouch me? And if I reinstall Windows and it doesn't fix it, I am going to just break. Okay. So let's see. We're gonna go ahead and quit out of Cyberpunk here. Cyberpunk seems to be doing okay with it. And let's install the GPU-Z. Latest version of GPU-Z. Download GPU-Z, download. Okay. Oh, this is the slowest download I've ever seen. Oh my goodness. In the meantime, we'll just put chipping in on repeat. What if instead of installing Windows as full run, just do it on one hard drive? What? Oh, you mean like take one of my other hard drives and do the Windows install on that and see if that fixes it? I mean, that could work. I could take out my current M.2, do a fresh... If I need to do it what? I'm confused by what you're saying. You don't lose everything if it doesn't work. If you're saying installing Windows on a separate M.2, I wasn't planning on doing that, but that could definitely work. Because I've got my other M.2, which is just for game storage, which I can re-download all my games. There's nothing important on there. So yeah, I could take out my current M.2, I could install Windows on the other M.2 and see if that fixes it. Thank you. Thank you. That is... Yeah. That way if it doesn't work, I've still got my current install. You're a genius. Thank you so much. That was brilliant. Okay. That's what I'll end up doing. Install GPU-Z, so we'll add an entry to the start menu. Yeah, that's fine. Create desktop shortcut. Launch GPU-Z. Hi, Broly Legs. How's it going? Happy Friday. How are you? All right, I'm gonna... Yeah, this should be fine. I'm gonna share my screen here. So Deadlock, thank you for that idea. Okay, so what do I need to have set here? And how do I operate this? I'm good, just finished job interview. Nice! How'd it go? Or how do you feel it went? Hey, cleanup guys, are you here? How am I? I'm okay. I was having a good morning, and then now I'm having PC tech problems again, so, you know. Alright, so what am I looking for on this? Log to file? You think it went well? I'm glad. Oh, awesome. Thank you, cleanup guys. check that. Okay. Hang on. Documents. Stream. Documents. Internet issues. Where do I want to put this? Settings. Pitching. GPZ sensor log. Cool. Alright. So it's now logging. I don't know if the log is live. Bum ba dum bum. Let's see. Settings, pitching. Well, I think the log is not live right now. It looks. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's okay. It's logging everything. Cool. Yep. Fresh up properties currently selected. Okay, so now we're going to start up Star Citizen then. You won't see it update when the notepad is open because you're looking at it. Yep, that makes sense. I was just making sure it had current timestamps, and it did. Star Citizen. RSI launcher. Go ahead and turn this off. And then, let me see if I have a window capture for Star Citizen. I do. Only works when you're not looking. It's like every supernatural phenomenon ever, right? Big stretch. Oh, sorry. That's okay, Broly. We're going on like week 2 of this, I think. I don't know. It's deeply frustrating. I hate not knowing. That's what I hate, right? If I'm having a problem but I know what's causing it, so much better. I don't even care if I'm having the problem then, as long as I know like what's causing it. So here we go. Getting 60 FPS. We'll go into Arena Commander. We shouldn't see much hitching. As soon as we load into the real world, we'll see hitching. And it's different from just bad frames, because it already gets bad frames. That's Star Citizen. That's how this game works. It's with bad frames. I will actually load the Star Runner, because the Star Runner gets worse frames. We'll just see if we can get the hitching. The other thing I can do for a cleaner test is do it on Red Dead, because Red Dead runs great, but still has the hitching very pronounced.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems on.
Okay, this is having it a little. It's just getting bad frames, more or less. And it's only inside the cockpit that it gets bad frames. There's some very poor optimization with the internals for the MSR. Still getting the hitching. Okay, but overall, running pretty good. Star Runner hype. I love my Star Runner. 2 other settings we can turn off in Desperate Attempt. One of them is easy. The Xbox game bar is already off. Now there's messy. It's called HPET, or dynamic ticks. Interesting. Let's go into the persistent universe. What's the dynamic ticks? My power draw doesn't seem to be maxing out. At least I don't think so. According to the GPU-Z here. I definitely see where it's drawing more power. I see the GPU load going up, which that makes sense. All right, we are getting 80 FPS right now. And it is hitching like a motherfucker. This is what I'm talking about. What it looks like for you right now is what it looks like for me. This is at 80 FPS. This never used to happen on old hardware. This happens in the city. This obviously it happens on the main planet. Fine, whatever. Poorly optimized to hell. This is on a space station. I never had this problem on a space station. I will go up to the lobby where there is... I will literally look out into space where I can't see shit. And it just happens. This is... I've been on this space station enough times that it shouldn't still be drawing shaders. I've been here long enough that it still should not be rendering or compiling the shaders, right? This is the most pronounced I can get it to be. And it did this from the get-go with default settings, right? So any changes I've made to the INI files after that for Star Citizen were attempts to fix it, and it made no change. Simply, Windows stops the system timer when nothing is happening on your computer to save some battery in laptops. Interesting. So by turning that off, it would essentially... It's almost like Windows is thinking for a minute, like, oh, we're not doing anything in the middle of doing something, right? Okay, so we're gonna go grab a ship and we'll go off into space and it'll become significantly less.
To the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Hangar 3, okay. I mean, when it runs good, it runs good. Like, it looks great. It just hitch. Space. Confuses me is that the frame don't drop at all when it hitches. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, it's still, you know, it's not like a big frame drop, like, oh, I gotta think real hard. It just stops thinking. It goes head empty for like 3 frames. It's driving me fucking nuts. And it's literally unplayable at a lot of points in the game. It's not like, oh, certain points when I'm full graphics shooting all of my weapons in the middle of a volcano during a space fight while also watching Star Wars on my other monitor, suddenly my frames go bad. No, it's like just existing in this game. I cannot play at very common, mundane points, you know?
You are clear to launch.
Okay. Hitching. Did I put my landing gear G? Nope, not G. G changes the gimbal mode. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so definitely running better, definitely still hitching. Let's get out of here. Let's go to, like, somewhere all alone. 605 kilometers out. Perfect. Still hitching.
Quantum drive is now on. Landing gear raised.
Hitching far less. Almost not at all. That's pretty smooth. This is what the whole game should run like. I understand that Star Citizen is unoptimized as hell, but like, this is what it looks like and plays like when it's not having problems, you know? So it looks like we're getting almost no hitch. Very similar to in Cyberpunk. You know, like when it's not hitching, this is what it runs like. But you can see when it is hitching, that is the epitome of what it does. Ship sound makes you sleepy. Aw. Okay. I think we've gotten a good log at this point, so we're gonna go ahead and exit the game. Okay. So that's the primest of examples that I can give. The answer to that is soon, TM. We've gotten too much log. Let's check. We may have gotten too much log. Oh, good. Okay. So do I just close out of the program now and open the log file? I'm going to open the log here. Yeah, close. Okay, cool. So, oh, what are we looking for? All of our most recent stuff is going to be at the bottom. Down here. That's frustrating. I wish it came out as like a CSV or something. Okay, so this is when we close the game. Whatever this line is, goes from 30, 28, 29, 30, 26, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3. So we don't need anything below like this line. I'm not going to delete it. I'm just going to highlight it so we know kind of not to look at that. Look for a load spike. This would be so much easier in a spreadsheet. Hang on. Let's see if we can open up Excel. Ugh. Fucking of course, it's not gonna put all of it in one single cell. Pay special. Text. No. Okay, that's still easier to look at though. You change the log to CSV and loaders. Oh, okay. Just by changing them. All right, let's do that then. So .text file right now. CSV. Hey, yo, thank you so much. Much better. Much, much, much better. View, freeze, top row. Color that. There we go. Got our date there, which is important. So from here is where we turned off the game, so we don't really care about that as much. This is where we were running the game. This is before we were running the game, I think. What is this? Interface load. Okay, so effectively we were only running the game from 40 to 42. That doesn't seem right. Did the game for more than 2 minutes. Should be split option, can turn that into a graph. How do I do that? I only ever like dip my toes in Excel. What I am gonna do though, power draw. I'm curious about this one. Data. Move duplicates, text column. No. Conditional formatting, here it is. Okay, so we can see when it's got bigger draws. Okay. I'm going to do that for all of this, actually. Bum, 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 na, 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 bum. Bum, 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 na, 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 bum. Conditional formatting. Boom. Ah, you fucker. You're going to make me do it per row. Oh, wait, I picked the wrong one. Maybe that was it. No, it is going to make me do it per row. Bastard. Sure, there's an easier way. Changes to like just chatting or tech help. Really? Those are yellow? Okay. Video engine load. Shouldn't have anything on that. Memory load. Better fan speeds. Wow, this has everything, man. This is that good shit. Almost done. Hotspots. That'll actually be nice. GPU temp. Memory. GPU clock. Okay. Hang on, I'm gonna put my troubleshooting music on. CPU temperatures. First off, we're just gonna check CPU temperature. It looks fine. Started to get a little hot when we were running, let's see. That should have been Star Citizen. 1133. I probably did grab too much data here. Yeah, the hottest it got was like 71. 72, 75, 74. Okay, so if this is when we stopped, I'm looking at the CPU temps here. That's the, what is that? Power consumption percentage. Whatever it did here, it took a lot of power. And that was at 1140. We still would have been playing Star Citizen at that point, I believe. 92% power consumption. 92% power consumption. 87% power consumption. 87% power consumption. 90, 90, 90, 92, 90, 90, 90. Double click will expand to the max. Oh, yeah. It's just the text up there. I just, you know, I don't, some of them it's going to have like a really long thing. I didn't necessarily need that. I just want to see what it was. Voltage. GPU voltage. 1.05. I don't know what's good for GPU voltage. I know percentages, and these actually almost mirror kind of the spikes, you know? Like if you look at this, this is really inconsistent. Hang on. How to turn column into graph. Excel. Enter data in Excel. Choose one of 9 graph chart options and the man, fuck off. Give me a good thing. How to create a column chart. No, I don't want a column chart. I want to turn a column into a chart. Okay, data. Bum, 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 bum. Sort, filter. Solve what ifs. Okay, there it is. That's our power consumption. Okay, we're looking at too much of it. Hold up. I only want to look at... Okay, we had really low power consumption here at 1135, which makes me feel like we were not running Star Citizen. Like, this is when we started it, right? We're looking at this column here. This is when we started it. This is when we were doing... Did we do Cyberpunk? We only did Star Citizen with this. So we were starting Star Citizen. This is probably when we were doing Arena Commander. This is when we went back to the main menu. And then this is when it loads into the persistent universe at 1136. And that kind of makes sense for the times. So we'll take that all the way down to 40... 41 is when we quit. Okay. So go to 35 here. All right, there's the menu. I'll include the menu in this. Format as table. No, how did I do this? How did I do this again? I don't remember how I did this. Conditional formatting. I already forgot how to make a graph. How did I do it? Insert? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, let's do a line graph. Look at these massive down spikes. Like, it's got pretty steady power draw, and then it'll just like drop. I don't know if that's normal. Like, this one concerns me. So you're telling me... Wish I could like zoom in on that one particular part. That from this point, which was 241-ish. Oh, here we go. 243. So we go from 0.1, which is 242, out of our entire series here. It goes from 86% power usage to the very next dot, the very next data point that we have, it's 35% power usage, and then immediately right back up to 86% power usage. What I said earlier, that might be GPU not hearing anything from the PC during stutter, causing power drops. That's similar to what Vero was saying, was that it's like Windows just stops talking to the GPU for a second. So that's what a lot of our stuff was looking at, was, is there weird communication going on between Windows and the GPU? CPU memory lagging behind, not feeding the GPU. The CPU far exceeds the GPU at this point, or at least it should. And I tried it switching out the RAM. So it's not the RAM, it shouldn't be the memory. Like, I physically switched out the RAM sticks to my old, I'm running 32 RAM right, or 32 gigs RAM right now. I switched it to my 16, it was still doing the exact same thing. This is good though. This is good to know. No, i7 is wonderful, but that, wait, i7 is wonderful, but not that amazing. I'm confused. What? It shouldn't be. Your GPU always outmatch your CPU? Okay. That's fair. On the bright side, we know for certain that it's having these spikes of just the GPU stops doing something. So that's something. Can we do the same with voltage? Absolutely. I want to screenshot this though. Okay. We'll go ahead and save this. Gaming, documents, settings, pitching. So this was GPU Z. Power consumption. Star Citizen. All right, so we've got that. We'll go ahead and I wonder if I can just hide this. I don't want to delete it. We'll just scoot it over. We'll get it out of here. Okay. This looks like work. What's up, Iraq? I mean, kind of work. Win Shift S brings up crop screen too. Oh, really? Okay. Uh-oh. Oh. Cool. Thank you. So we're going to do the same with voltage. GPU voltage, right? So we established that at around 35. So this was our arena commander point. That looks a lot smoother. Because arena commander was smoother. Hang on. I want to run this one real quick. Insert line. I think we did that one. With markers. 100% stacked line. What does this do? Never mind. Okay. So this was during Arena Commander. And we can see there's still some drops, right? 71% down to 40, but it's not nearly as severe. And Arena Commander did run much better with the occasional drop. But this reflects the gameplay that we were seeing. So now if we do voltage, this is the main menu. And then here we start loading in the world. Yeah. We had a little bit of a lull there. Okay, this should be good. Insert line. The voltage is pretty steady except for one singular point. Just because in the beginning the CPU is loading all the files, so you can ignore the beginning and the end of that data sheet. Okay. There is only one drop in voltage. And it's from 1.0118 up to 1.043. So that's not even... That shouldn't look like that, but if you look at the actual difference, it's not a... How much of a difference is 1.043 versus 1.018? That's a lot? Really? Okay. I don't know shit about voltage. And that's GPU voltage, so we'll go ahead and screenshot this as well. You said it was Windows Shift S. Rectangle mode. What'd that do? Where'd it go? It's in the clipboard? Oh, so I can just paste it somewhere. Okay. Paint. Hey, yo! Okay, thank you. Oh, wow, that's actually pretty nice. I still gotta open Paint for it, but that's fine. Save as PNG. Pitching. This is GPU Z. Voltage. Star Citizen. All right, so what should it look like? It should just be this one straight line there. Is that correct? This shouldn't happen, or all of this shouldn't happen. Voltage should be steady, so we should have like an even thing all the way across, or just like in general, as the graphics card runs, your voltage should always be the same regardless of load. Interesting. Okay. So that's good data to have. Ryan, hello. How's it going? GPU issues? PSU issues? I'm leaning towards this PSU. We're not certain yet. Our CPU temps, honestly, are fine. Like, our highest number was like 72, and that was at 75 under high load. System memory is solid all the way. Except for when it's not in use. So system memory is good. If it was a PSU, it would have likely led to a reboot. The reason voltage looks smooth is because the controller on your GPU needs to guess the power consumption through a PID loop. That drop tells me it did not hear anything from PC. Okay. 8-pin number 1 voltage. Should we start looking into the pins? Is this important? Is that going to tell us if it's a hardware issue? Hope you're doing absolutely marvelous. But Marvelous, hello, how's it going? Happy Friday. I'm okay. I'm surviving. We're doing some deep PC dive issues at the moment. Hang on. I'm gonna change us to just chatting. Oh, I forgot to update my date. No, I didn't. I'm good, girl. I'm not familiar with either PCIe 3.0 to be able to understand data pins. Maybe there is something, or someone smarter than me on that in chat. Okay. I'm definitely going to save this data. Not a hardware guy either. I had an old Antec PCU die once. Damn thing took the board, drives, and CPU. Holy shit. I think it survived with a stick of RAM. Good lord. That's horrific. That's interesting. So these are all for voltage. 8-pin power, 6-pin power. This is voltage, this is watts. Alright, so these two are essentially the same set of data, and these two are the same, or they're on the same little dude. I'm gonna go ahead and highlight this accordingly. That's our 8. This is our 6. And this is watts and voltage as well. So as we're going down this, these don't look even between the two of them. The 6 and, oh, 12.1, 12. Okay, that's relatively the same. We're getting a little bit of like voltage flicker. 12.1 and 12. I don't know if that's a big deal. Voltage equal watts and amps. Easier to see temps in graph too. Temp should be okay. That's good. Yeah, I can understand that. I'm finally done with the new morning routine. I'm off till Wednesday. Oh, nice. So dwelling back into the Twitchers. That's awesome. Welcome back. I'm glad your routines are going well. So yeah, what's interesting is that the 6-pin volt, right? It's 12.1 consistent. Very consistent until we drop down to 12 here. Right? Whereas the 8-pin over here is flickering back and forth. Now, I'm a bad girl. I'm running on the same ribbon. So I've got one ribbon coming out of the power supply, and the 8-pin goes into the GPU. And then further down on that same ribbon, just right next to it, is a 6-pin that goes into the GPU. This is the same setup I was running on my previous hardware, but now I've got the new CPU, new motherboard, extra M.2. I don't know. It might be because of fans and LEDs. Okay. Okay. We drop all the way to 11.9 here. Yeah, as the 6-pin is going steady, this 8-pin is just flickering. Can't supply enough to the 8.6. That's what... Now, does that coincide with anything that we see over here? Overall power consumption. I'm gonna hide these two. Oh. Here we go, hide. I want to see if our GPU voltage... It doesn't really coincide with anything going on over here. Bud Marvelous, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub for 9 months. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you for being a part of the Nightwolf gang. Also graph the temps. Looking for is steady rise and sudden drop. Okay. So let's go ahead and unhide. Do we want the CPU temp or we want the GPU temp, right? Is that even in here? Here we go, GPU temp, right? So we determined that at 35 is when we were, this was Arena Commander. We didn't really see any spikes in that, but we'll go ahead and graph that anyways. Yeah, so that's right there. This is GPU temp. Well, that's interesting. Bruh. Oh, who designed Windows? Here we go. That's... 67, 3-degree drop, and then it rises back up, and then it drops, and then it rises back up. I am less concerned with the Arena Commander data and more concerned with the actual world. So this is when we were in the menus. I think this is when we started to actually load the game. 293. GPU temperature, 293. Run that all the way down. This was our data set for the actual world. There we go. That's when we put out a Star Citizen. It's a lot of data points. So we'll have these rises and heats and then these sudden drops. 2-degree drops. Our biggest drop is over here, which I think coincides with our big drop on the voltage. We go from 79 Celsius to 72 Celsius. That looks fine, actually. If it dropped at round about the same temp, it means thermal throttling. So it looks like the temps are on rising. Okay. Kind of dumb question. Is the display cable directly hooked to GPU output? What? You mean, do I have it plugged into the motherboard? My monitor cable or to the GPU? It's in the GPU, if that's what you're asking. I'm glad I'm on lunch now. Yay! I'm glad you're on lunch too, Nan. How's your day going? I'm gonna save this one as well. I have Paint open. This is the voltage. It's gonna be GPU temp. Okay, we'll just scoot this table over. Yeah, and I am running HDMI for my left monitor and DVI for my other two, but one is actually, it goes from a DVI to, you know those old blue VGA cables? It's a white one of that, so it looks different. I spent the past 2-ish hours getting a Geriatric lawyer connected to the VPN. Oh, I'm sorry, Nan. That sounds awful. Let's go ahead and also save this. Contains features that are not compatible. Let's see it. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, come on, man. There we go. GPU sensor log. We'll save this as an Excel file. Beautiful. So, we have... What have we learned from this? What have we determined? Have we determined that it is, in fact, the GPU is not... Like the stutter we're seeing is the GPU freezing. For whatever reason. Be it it's not enough power, Windows isn't telling it to do anything. The CPU hasn't caught up. Is that an accurate assessment, though, of why we're seeing that stutter? That hitching is because the GPU just suddenly goes full head empty? Thank you guys again for your help with this. This is a nightmare to try and deal with. I dare to conclude the issue is unlikely to be fixable on GPU side. So either it's coming from somewhere else, or it's a hardware problem on GPU that we can't fix, the latter being very unlikely. Okay. Wish I could help more. Hey, you're helping. You're helping. So what are... Cleanup guys, what do you see as our courses of action currently? Introvert, you would still point to Windows. I'm thinking what I do is I take Food Angel's graphics card, my old graphics card, my 1080. I stick it back in this new computer and see if it still does the hitching. At that point, we can eliminate the possibility, if it stops hitching, we can eliminate the possibility that it's the CPU. That's what I want to know for sure. Did I seat the CPU wrong? Is the CPU possibly bad? Is it a lemon? If the old graphics card stops it from happening, we know it's something to do with the graphics card or Windows. Is that an accurate assessment? Just found an Amazon package from 4+ months ago. Oh my god, Donk. What'd you get? What'd you get? That's the great thing about ordering shit from Amazon. It's like Christmas. New Christmas! Exactly. Right? So if I put in the old graphics card and it stops hitching, it is either Windows not liking my new graphics card or it's a new graphics card having a hardware issue. Now, keep in mind, the graphics card wasn't doing this before the upgrade. Which leads me to think it's probably Windows. Fuck. Something that is currently covered in snow outside. Oh no. Oh, it's a kayak cover. Oh, okay. If it stops hitching, the issue is for sure the GPU. Whatever component you change that solves the problem is causing the problem. Okay. Then I can't do it today because it's Food Angel's birthday and I've got a doctor's appointment in like not long. And I don't want to get started on that and not be able to finish, right? Ugh. Try installing a fresh version of Windows on the other hard drive and see if that helps. Yes. Happy birthday, Food Angel. Thank you. I will let her know you said so. Please, actually. Oh, you know what? I don't want to overload her at work. I was going to say everyone in Discord at her and wish her a happy birthday. Don't do that. I'll get in trouble. Okay, so what I'm going to do. It may not happen tomorrow because I don't want to mess with her being able to play video games. But the next thing I'm going to do is put in my old graphics card. If it continues to happen with the old graphics card, I don't even know what that means. Cleanup guys, aw, PC rainy day funds. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That is so sweet of you. Thank you for the 1,500 biddies. Ow! That is so wonderful of you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Yay! PC rainy day funds. I really hope I don't need that. I really hope I don't need that. I might need that. Okay, so if I put in the old GPU and it's still happening, I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about that. I don't even... It could be Windows at that point just not liking the CPU and talking weird to the GPU, but that's the old GPU that it had for forever that it never had the problem with, so Windows shouldn't have a problem with the old GPU. So I'm not gonna... It's not a problem until it's a problem. It is not a problem until it's a problem. I'm gonna stress about this so much. I just need to... I'm not thinking about that. Doesn't exist. It's not a problem. I'm gonna plug in the old GPU. Problem's gonna stop. It's gonna be the new GPU. So then we're gonna try Windows on my other M.2. I'm gonna wipe that shit. Later games I'll re-download. You think, fuck, I have fiber. And that's gonna solve the problem. And there we go. I'll need to do a fresh install of Windows. But then it turns out, actually, my current M.2, where my OS is installed, is having a problem. And I forgot to check the M.2, which my friend said to do, with the program that he linked me. And then I'm going to be really upset because I went through all of that just to find out it was just Windows to begin with. I could have just installed it on a new M.2, gotten rid of my old M.2, wouldn't have the problem anymore. That's a pretty good timeline of events that are going to happen. I feel it. I can feel it in my bones. Also turn on virtual memory or make sure it's using M.2 as source and not... How do I do that? Check this in Task Manager Performance tab. It's called Committed. Okay, so here we go. Task Manager. Performance tab. Go under Memory. Committed. We are... yeah. So I made a 30 gigabyte cache for when I was playing Star Citizen because I didn't have enough RAM. Is it possible that that's causing problems? It is using 63 gigabytes from one of your memories. That would be from my M.2. I don't think I need that anymore because I'm at 32 gigs and I've never seen it go anywhere near half of my memory available on any game I play. So how do I unset up that old page file? I don't remember exactly how I set it up, and I know I did. It's showing I only have 12.8 gigabyte cache, but that shouldn't be right. DCS also needs something similar to prevent crashes. Well, maybe I set it up for DCS then. Do you think there's any way that that's causing the problem or contributing to it? Do I need that anymore? If not, I'd like to clear up the space. Oh, heck. It is likely storage drives are incredibly slow compared to RAM. Okay. So how do I get rid of that? In use compressed memory. Requires a reboot, so I'll drop a link in Discord to follow. Awesome. Thank you, I appreciate that. Cleanup guys, thank you again for all of your help. Entropy, thank you for all of your help. Everyone else who's helped me with the PC problem, whether you're in the stream currently or not, thank you for all of your help. This is... I am so happy to have a new computer that is super awesome and super powerful and runs my games super well. And I just want this hitching to stop. I already do that in real life. I'll just be doing something or saying a sentence and I'll just continue what I was saying, you know, like I don't need that to happen to my computer. Please, please. Ugh. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, sorry about the chipping in on repeat. Whenever I'm trying to solve problems or when I'm doing modding or when I'm doing computer stuff, this is just like my jam. I don't know, just helps me concentrate. Let me know whenever you've linked it, cleanup guys. Keeping an eye on the Discord. Let's see, what else can we listen to? I never know what to listen to on fucking Twitch. Ignore the command prompt steps. Okay. Reset virtual mem. Ba-na-ba-ba-bam-bam-bam. How to change virtual memory size on Windows 10. And command prompt, we're going to ignore the command prompt. Blah, blah, blah. Settings, system, about. I'm going to do this on a different screen. No offense, y'all. It's nothing personal. Settings, about. What are you trying to get me to? System info. Okay. Here we go. System. It is different in Windows 11. Advanced system settings. Okay. Advanced system settings. There we go. Yep, I remember this. This I remember. Okay. Click the advanced tab, already there. Performance section. We're going to go to settings. Click the advanced tab, and we're going to go, here it is. This is it, total page filing. Virtual memory, and click change. There we go, it's none on all of that. I set it to 32 gigabytes. Clear the automatically manage page file size drive. I want to set this back to automatically manage, right? Is that correct? Because I don't want it to be a custom size anymore. Just a sec? Okay. Number 32,000 is not 32 gigs. Ah. That's a problem. That's right, yeah, because it's all multiples of 1024, right? I'm stupid. Yeah, okay. That's probably not helpful. Alright. Can I just set this back to system and let the system do it? Because I've got 32 gigs of actual RAM. I shouldn't need to take up the hard drive. You may get crashes in DCS though. Fucking hell, man. Okay. So I don't need to have up to fuck it, right? In for a penny, in for a pound. Let's just do 64 gigs of RAM. Get 32 physical and 32 on the hard drive. Okay, so that would be why is this not pinned? Is this pinned? It is pinned. Okay. So 1024 times 32. 32,768. I could go half. Make sure your M.2 is your C drive. It is. Yeah. We got our 2 terabyte M.2. We've got our SSD small. Got my external hard drive. We have a physical brick drive. We have another physical brick drive. And then this, it doesn't, for whatever reason, show it as an M.2, but it's there. Shut up, Twitch, I'm not too fast. I've got enough space on my C drive. Like, I've been managing it pretty good, so... Change this to 768. 768. Hit OK. It recommends that I do that much. Goof Off 109, hello, how's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. How much RAM do I have? I have 32 gigs of RAM. Why did that not actually change it? I have 32 gigs of actual physical RAM, and then I'm setting a page file. Just came in and saw you messaging with this. Try no page filing at all. That's what I want to do. Click set, okay. Okay, and then I'm going to need to restart the computer for it actually to take place. I feel like if I have 32 gigs of RAM, I don't need this for DCS, but well, whatever. Because I ran with 16 and then had the 32 gig page file. But we'll see, it's fine. It's probably fine. It's probably not a problem, probably. Okay, so we're good to restart the computer, right? If you have 32, you have plenty unless you just run an assload of stuff. It's specifically DCS World is a hog, and then Star Citizen. I don't think it would ever get to that point. This is specifically for DCS World, though. Okay, we're good there. So cleanup guys, you give me the okay. I'm gonna go ahead and restart. And then I'm gonna restart my stream. Not familiar with that specific game. It's all good. It's like the only game that does that. It's unique. It's very unique. And then I'm immediately going to test it in Star Citizen. Badly coded memory leak to me, it probably is. I'm not sure. DCS is a sim which caches a lot of large world pieces. It'll take effect next time you reboot. I would still recommend 16. I don't think 32 makes a lot of sense, but we can test. Okay, well, let's get back in there then. And advanced system settings. Advanced performance, advanced page. So it was, what was it? 16 times 1024. 16384. Let's just fucking, I don't want to come back in here. I don't want to do this. Blah. There we go. It's set. Set. Cool. The changes you made require you restart your computer before they can take effect. Okay. Fine, Mom. Microdaddy. Bill Gates. Is that on an SSD? It's on an M.2. Okay. I'll be right back. And then we can find out if this did this together. Oh, hang on. Pucker time. I'm never getting my hopes up. Fuck it. Real quick, before the stream ends, here's the credits. Thank you so much for all of the support. Thank you for all the biddies and the follows. You guys are fantastic. Cleanup guys, thank you for the 1500 biddies. Thank you to the subs and resubs to One-Eyed Cat, Bjorn, Lord Vreeze, and Bud Marvelous. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you so much. I'm going to restart my pooter. I'll be back. I'll be right back.